Chapter 21. The greatest virtue is to follow the Tao alone. To the physical world the Tao is elusive and intangible. Though formless and elusive, the Tao gives rise to all shapes and forms. Although dark and obscure, it is essential, it is Qi, the life itself. This Qi is so real. It is always experienced and felt. Within this we can observe the beginning and natural cycles. Since the beginning of time, the Tao has never ceased to exist. How do I know where creation came from? I read myself, the only priceless book within me, and got it. Chapter 22. The benefits of surrender. When you feel broken, surrender, trust the Tao, it will make you whole, feel mistreated, it will be justified. Emptiness will be filled, and the old will be renewed. Your needs will be met. Chasing possessions will leave you lost in a mirage. Therefore, sages follow the Tao. Selfless and unassuming, they embody the Tao. Their egos remain small, open to receive its intuition. Without boasting, they succeed through the Tao's guidance. The ego holds no meaning for them, for they are truly eternal. They have no need to compete, for they know they are one with the Tao, and none can compete with that oneness. The old saying is true, surrender, it will be whole. It is not mere words, in the end, surrender brings true wholeness. Chapter 23. Tao's guidance. The Tao, the source, guides through basic natural patterns, telepathy, intuition, not words. Generally wind squalls do not outlast the morning and teeming rain does not outlast the day. What's behind this? The universe. Even the universe, vast and powerful, cannot endure forever. What of mere humans? Those who align themselves with the Tao become one with it, while those who follow the universal laws become part of the cosmic flow. Without following the Tao, frustration may arise. With the Tao, you receive direct guidance. With the universe, you are supported by the whole. In frustration, you might feel vulnerable and hopeless. Chapter 24. The limits of ego. Those who strive on tiptoe lack firm footing, those who take long strides soon stumble. Those who preen like peacocks forget their true selves. Braggarts have nothing to show. Boasting fills the air, yet accomplishments remain hollow. Self-righteousness leads one astray, and boasting hinders true progress. These are from the limited minds of the ego. Compared to the Tao's effortless flow, such actions appear clumsy and excessive. Sages, ever mindful, walk a different path and show the world who they really are. Chapter 25. Before the universe was born, there was something formless and complete. It is alone, serene, solitary, and unchanging. It is ever present and secure. It can be regarded as the mother of the universe. Because I do not know its name, I use the word Tao for it. If I were forced to describe it a little, I would call it grand. Grand means it is beyond human's imagination. This Tao is beyond human comprehension, an indefinite vastness. It is eternally manifesting and flowing, and everything constantly returns to this source. I see, Tao is grand. Soul is grand, universe is grand, and so is humanity. Within the realm, there are the four grand figures, and humanity is one of them. The rules to keep all properly running are like this: humanity is limited and part of the physical universe. The universe is powered by the source energy, souls. Energy is the Tao's essence. Tao itself is incarnated in everything spontaneously and simultaneously. So, essentially and scientifically, everything is energy. To know the energy, e.g. qi, or life itself, is the key for all. Chapter 26. Composure is the overcoming of flippancy, stillness is the savior of restlessness. Therefore, sages, ever centered, remain unfazed by worldly temptations. Why do some lords, consumed by restlessness, neglect their kingdom? Being flippant, one loses focus. Being restless, mastery remains elusive. Chapter 27. The Supreme Flow. The supreme kindness leaves no trace, for it acts naturally. Words of truth are impeccable, reflecting Tao's inherent perfection. The best plan doesn't need man-made procedures, it arises directly from the Tao, effortless and complete. Universal laws don't need an executor, their operation is inherent. Unconditional love attracts all that is, automatically and without control. Therefore, sages guide others to return to the Tao, ensuring no one is left behind. They dwell within the Tao's dimension, where nothing is useless or rejected. This is the essence they have grasped. Those who are enlightened can offer temporary guidance, helping others find their own path back to the Tao. Those who are not enlightened share the same noble essence, they simply need to recognize it. There's no need to worship temporary teachers or icons. Enlightened ones, in turn, feel no pity, for they see the inherent nobility and wisdom within all souls. This might seem counterintuitive to the human mind, but it embodies the effortless flow of the Tao. This is the ultimate truth, the secret to completion. Chapter 28. The Power of the Source. People choose so-called masculine power. But I choose aligning with the Tao, so I can be the source for others to seek the truth. To be the source is to ensure that this supreme virtue never disappears. It constantly renews itself, returning to its origin like a newborn child, brimming with potential. Those who understand the illusory nature of glory and shame are not swayed by external validation. Rooted in the Tao, they become a fountain of wisdom for the world. From this inexhaustible source, the supreme virtue flows again, ever returning to its starting point. Knowing the illusions of the world deeply, they choose to dwell in the so-called darkness, the stillness and simplicity that lies beneath the superficial glitter. This quiet wisdom becomes a beacon for others, an example of living in harmony with the Tao. Through such examples, the supreme virtue won't be lost, and the world can be guided back to the one truth. The Tao is everywhere, a constant presence. Sages, attuned to its flow, navigate the world with grace and guide others on the path of returning to the source. This is the perfect cycle, aligning oneself with the effortless wisdom of the Tao. Chapter 29. Letting the river flow. The wish to grasp the world and control it, I see its futility. The universe is a divine existence, ever-changing and powerful. No one can bend it to their will, nor control the desires of others. Trying to control leads to ruin. Trying to grasp will only lead to loss. Therefore, the sages go with the flow, adapting their movements to the current. They navigate the world with grace and avoid the pitfalls of conflict and loss. Everyone has their own pace and place in the grand scheme. Some are naturally ahead, some behind, some find joy in movement, while others in stillness. Some are filled with vigor, while others find peace in rest. Some face challenges, while others find moments of ease. The Tao embraces this diversity. Therefore, the sages discard the need for excessive rules or forceful leadership. They guide others to find their own inner compass, leading everyone to find their own inner master. Chapter 30. Those who assist a ruler by the Tao do not seek to make him the strongest in the world by force of arms. Consequences of using forces come back around like a ring. Where troops encamp, brambles and thistles grow. After great armies, the land is destroyed, crops fail. Bad years must always follow. In this world, occasionally, forces are really needed. The skillful commander strikes a decisive blow then stops. When victory is won over the enemy through war, it is not a thing of great pride. When the battle is over, arrogance is the new enemy. War can result when no other alternative is given, so the one who overcomes an enemy should not dominate others. Whatever strains with force will soon decay. This is not the way of the Tao. That which is not the way of the Tao will soon end. Chapter 31. War is not a blessing, the wise detest them. Therefore, a follower of the Tao will avoid them. In peace, the left hand is favored, in war, the right. Weapons are tools of misfortune, not instruments of the wise. They are used only when there is no other choice. Peace should be their highest aim. How then can they rejoice in victory? Those who delight in killing cannot fulfill their purpose in the world. On auspicious occasions, the left is the place of honor. On inauspicious occasions, the right is the place of honor. Thus, an army commander stands on the right, as they would at a funeral. Many deaths should be mourned with sorrow. A victory should be treated as a funeral. Chapter 32. The eternal Tao is nameless and natural as it is. Though it appears insignificant, nothing in the world can master it. If a ruler abides by its principles, people will willingly follow. If people trust Mother Nature, the universe will be in harmony. Proper rain will fall on time and benefit all without command. Thus, the people will also find balance and harmony. When the Tao prevails, laws arise naturally, serving the good of all. This is the supreme standard, and it shall last forever. The Tao is to the world as creeks and streams are to the ocean. Understanding this, we surrender to the Tao, and everything falls into place. Chapter 33. Those who know others are intelligent, those who truly know themselves are enlightened. Those who master others are strong, those who master themselves have true power. Those who know they are self-sufficient are truly wealthy beyond measure. Those who walk the Tao with unwavering resolve find their way. Those who are with the Tao know they will last. They know the body is but a shell, their true self is eternal. Chapter 34. The Great Tao is omnipresent, encompassing both the visible and invisible. All lives rely on it, and it denies none. When it accomplishes great wonders, it does not claim them. It nourishes infinite worlds, yet it seeks to control nothing. Since it never exerts dominance, it can be considered minor. All of creation returns to it as to their home, yet it does not seek mastery, thus, it can be considered great. Because it is selfless, it is everything, it completes true greatness. Chapter 35. Grasp the Tao, and the world will flock to you. Flocking to you they come to no harm, and peace and security prevails. Where there is music and good food, people will stop to savor. But words spoken of the Tao seem boring and unremarkable. Look for it and there is nothing to see, listen to it and there is nothing to hear, and yet you can sense it. It is subtle but inexhaustible. Chapter 36. Law of Attraction. To shrink it and let it stretch, to weaken it and let it strengthen, to discard it and let it rise up, to seize it and let it go. In short, want anything, let go, you will get it. This is the subtle wisdom, the law of attraction. The soft and pliable overcomes the strong, surrendering overcomes the hard-working. Fish cannot leave water, nobody can separate from the Tao. Keep weapons out of sight, don't try too hard, let the universe do the job. Chapter 37. The Tao is eternal, it seems to do nothing but leave nothing undone. If kings could know this and follow the Tao, then all of creation would run accordingly without ruling by them. If rulers still want to control others, the Tao's natural power would work against your desires. With desires thwarted, the heart finds stillness. Without such desire and thus battles cease, the world would naturally settle into peace. Chapter 38. Daodejing virtue is the embodiment of the Tao. Supreme virtue acts without striving, hence it is true virtue. Lower virtue clings to appearances, and thus loses its essence. Supreme virtue flows with the Tao, completing tasks without claiming credit. Lower virtue acts with little effort and seeks recognition. The higher kindness gets motivated and works hard to make things done without taking credit. The higher justice works hard and takes credits. The hierarchy system doesn't work, then they try to make others follow. Hence, after the Tao is lost, virtue is needed. After virtue is lost, kindness is needed. After kindness is lost, justice is needed. After justice is lost, the hierarchy system is needed. This hierarchy breeds distrust, the seed of chaos. It is like the appearance of the Tao, the dawn of delusion. Therefore, the wise dwell in the depths, not the surface. They seek the fruit, not the fleeting blossom. They discard illusion and embrace the enduring reality of the Tao. Chapter 39. In ancient times, those who followed the Tao brought harmony. The heavens, in oneness, became clear, the earth, in oneness, became stable. Spirits responded to calls, river valleys overflowed. Lords and kings, in oneness, brought order to the world. When the Tao is neglected, the sky turns foul, the earth grows barren. Spirits fall silent, valleys wither, creatures dwindle and die, leaders lose their way. Therefore, nobility finds its root in humility, the lofty stands upon the low. Truly, nothing is not noble. Wise leaders call themselves orphaned, lacking, unworthy. Is this not taking the humble as the foundation? Thus, the greatest honor lies in anonymity. They desire not the brilliance of jade, but the common nature of stone. In short, follow the Tao, and the world finds peace. Disasters vanish, and angels answer your call. Rain falls at the right time, the weather comforts, the government serves, and harmony reigns. Yet these are mere echoes of the true treasure, the indescribable experience of the Tao. Hold this precious wisdom in your heart. You will find love, and be truly loved. Chapter 40. Constant returning is the activity of the Tao. Subtlety is the sense of the Tao's function. All creatures are born of the manifest, and the manifest is born of the unmanifest. The unmanifest is subtle, yet its power is boundless. Align with its flow, and the whole universe aligns with you.